Hey everyone! Welcome to day one of our Bhutan adventure, which begins with a burst of excitement as we set off from Siliguri, the gateway to the eastern Himalayas. As we drive toward Phuentsholing, the border town that marks our entry into Bhutan, the scenery begins to shift. Lush tea gardens give way to winding roads and forested hills, each turn more picturesque than the last. After a few hours, we arrive at Phuentsholing, where the real transition begins. With our Indian passports in hand, we head to the immigration office to complete the entry formalities. Here, we pay the sustainable development fee of rupees 1,200 per person per day, a contribution to Bhutan's unique philosophy of high value, low impact tourism. Before continuing, we take care of a few essentials. A local SIM card, available for around rupees 250, ensures we stay connected throughout our journey. We also hire a certified Bhutanese guide, typically costing rupees 2,500 per day, whose insights and stories will enrich every moment of our trip. Alongside the guide, we arrange for a comfortable Bhutanese car with a local driver, an absolute must for navigating the mountainous terrain and soaking in the views without worry. Our guide shares tales of Bhutanese culture, pointing out monasteries nestled in the hills and explaining the significance of the colorful chortens we pass. We check into our hotel, tired but thrilled, and end the day with a hearty Bhutanese dinner, already dreaming of the wonders that await tomorrow. Day 2 in Bhutan begins with a sense of wonder and cultural curiosity as we set out to explore the artistic soul of Thimphu. Our first stop is the National Institute for Zorig Chuzum, often referred to as the School of 13 Arts. The moment we step inside, we're greeted by the rhythmic tapping of chisels and the soft hum of concentration. Young Bhutanese artists are immersed in mastering traditional crafts, wood carving, thangka painting, embroidery, and more. It's mesmerizing to watch their hands bring centuries-old techniques to life, each stroke and stitch infused with devotion and heritage. The atmosphere is peaceful yet vibrant, and we leave with a deep appreciation for Bhutan's commitment to preserving its artistic legacy. Next, we head to the National Library and Archives of Bhutan, a serene sanctuary of knowledge nestled among prayer flags and pine trees. Inside, we find ancient manuscripts, religious texts, and historical documents that offer a glimpse into the spiritual and scholarly heart of the kingdom. As the sun begins to dip behind the mountains, we make our way to an authentic Bhutanese craft bazaar, a lively, colorful market brimming with handmade treasures. Stalls overflow with vibrant textiles, hand-woven scarves, carved masks, and delicate silver jewelry. The artisans are warm and welcoming, eager to share the stories behind their creations. It's the perfect end to a day steeped in culture, craftsmanship, and quiet awe. Day 3 in Bhutan unfolds like a dream, filled with awe-inspiring sights and serene moments that leave you smiling from the soul. The morning begins with a visit to the majestic Buddha Dodonma, a towering golden statue perched high above Thimphu Valley. As you approach, the sheer scale of it takes your breath away. Standing at over 50 meters tall, this serene Buddha gazes peacefully over the city, radiating calm and wisdom. The surrounding complex is equally stunning, with intricately carved prayer wheels and panoramic views that stretch across the valley. The crisp mountain air, the fluttering prayer flags, and the soft chants from nearby temples create an atmosphere that feels both sacred and uplifting. From there, the journey continues to the Royal Takin Preserve, a quiet forested sanctuary dedicated to Bhutan's national animal, the takin. The preserve itself is a tranquil escape, nestled among pine trees and winding trails. It's a lovely place to slow down, breathe deeply, and connect with Bhutan's deep reverence for nature. These gentle, odd-looking creatures, with their large heads and sturdy bodies, are said to have been created by a saint's magical powers, and they roam peacefully in their natural habitat. As the afternoon light begins to soften, we head to a panoramic viewpoint overlooking Thimphu. Day 4 of our Bhutan journey was a breathtaking blend of scenic beauty, spiritual grandeur, and gentle adventure. The road meandered through pine-covered hills and crisp mountain air, leading us to the iconic Dokula Pass. At over 3,000 meters above sea level, the pass welcomed us with 108 chotans standing proudly against a backdrop of snow-capped peaks. The view was absolutely surreal, clouds drifting lazily across the Himalayan skyline while prayer flags fluttered in the breeze. We paused to soak in the serenity, sip tea at the charming Druk Wangel Cafe, and capture the moment that felt like a scene from a dream. As we descended into the warmer valleys of Punakha, the landscape transformed into lush greenery and terraced rice fields. By afternoon, we reached the magnificent Punakha Dzong, one of Bhutan's most revered and visually stunning fortresses. Nestled between the Phochu and Mochu rivers, the Dzong glowed in the soft sunlight, its whitewashed walls and golden roofs reflecting centuries of history and devotion. Walking through its grand courtyards and intricately carved wooden corridors, we felt a deep sense of peace and reverence. The sound of monks chanting echoed gently, adding to the spiritual ambience that enveloped the entire complex. As the day mellowed into evening, we made our way to the Punakha Suspension Bridge, one of the longest in Bhutan. Stretching gracefully across the river, the bridge swayed gently beneath our feet, offering panoramic views of the valley and distant hills. The experience was both thrilling and calming. Colorful prayer flags lined the rails, fluttering like whispers of blessings in the wind. With the sun setting behind the mountains and the river shimmering below, it was the perfect finale to a day filled with wonder. Day 5 of our Bhutan journey was a soul-soothing escape into nature's embrace as we traveled from Punakha to the enchanting Phobjikha Valley. As we climbed higher, the air grew cooler and crisper, and the landscape opened up into sweeping alpine meadows. Every turn offered a new view more breathtaking than the last, and we couldn't help but pause to take it all in. By midday, we arrived in the heart of Phobjikha, a vast U-shaped glacial valley that seemed to stretch endlessly under the open sky. Our first stop was the Black-Necked Crane Information Center, a peaceful haven dedicated to Bhutan's beloved migratory birds. The center was both educational and heartwarming, with telescopes set up to spot cranes in the distance and exhibits that told the story of their journey from Tibet to Bhutan each winter. It was a day of quiet wonder where nature spoke in whispers and the valley itself seemed to welcome us with open arms. Day 6 of our Bhutan journey was a delightful blend of scenic travel, playful moments, and a touch of aviation charm as we made our way from Punakha to Paro. The morning began with a cheerful farewell to Punakha's serene valleys, and soon we were winding through the mountains once again. The drive was smooth and scenic, with pine forests, winding rivers, and charming villages dotting the landscape like a watercolor painting come to life. As we neared Paro, we took a joyful detour to the Paro Chu riverside, where the crystal clear waters invited us to pause and play. We dipped our feet in the cool stream, skipped stones, and laughed like carefree children under the open sky. The gentle sound of the river and the rustling leaves created a soundtrack of peace and happiness, making it one of the most unexpectedly heartwarming moments of the trip. Soon after, we crossed the iconic Paro Airport, one of the world's most thrilling airports nestled between towering mountains. Watching a plane glide through the narrow valley and land with precision was absolutely mesmerizing. The sight of the runway flanked by lush hills and traditional Bhutanese architecture made us marvel at the harmony between nature and modernity. It was a surreal experience. Day 7, the grand finale of our Bhutan adventure, was a beautiful blend of history, culture, and heartfelt moments that made us fall in love with Paro all over again. We began our day with a visit to the unique and spiritually rich National Museum of Bhutan, housed in the historic Tadzong Watchtower. The museum was a treasure trove of Bhutanese heritage, each floor revealing intricate thangkas, ancient weapons, ritual artifacts, and rare textiles. We wandered through exhibits that showcased the spiritual and artistic soul of the kingdom, marveling at how beautifully Bhutan preserves its traditions. Just a short walk downhill brought us to the majestic Paro Dzong, also known as Rinpung Dzong, the fortress on a heap of jewels. Towering over the valley with its massive stone walls and ornate woodwork, the Dzong was a breathtaking sight. Inside, monks moved quietly through the courtyards, and the air was filled with the scent of incense and the gentle hum of prayers. As the afternoon sun warmed the valley, we stumbled upon a lively game of Khuru, Bhutan's traditional dart sport. From there, we embark on the iconic trek to Taksang Monastery, famously known as Tiger's Nest. The silence here is profound, the view breathtaking, and the sense of peace overwhelming. As the sun sets over Paro and our journey comes to a close, we take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure through the land of the Thunder Dragon. If this journey inspired you, we invite you to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Tashi Dilek, and farewell from Bhutan.